This is my second recording, or second time voicing Brotherhood. My goals for this one is to not jump the gun, wait till there is a whole main idea in my head before I voice. If it doesn't make sense, do not voice it. Oh, here, there's these two, my deaf brother and I, when we were growing up. We were always talking, we were so close and connected to each other, but then suddenly our father told us that we couldn't sign anymore. And it was awful, and he told us that signing wasn't allowed. Not at school, not at home, while we were playing. And we just didn't understand, it was awful. I mean, how could he do that? We were furious. God. And then quite a few years later, we got into Gallaudet, and we were learning sign language, and we learned the finger spelling and kept learning more and more and more. Now my brother and I, we went to a deaf residential school. We didn't have, all the other students had a chance to grow up in residential schools. We didn't have that chance, so we were learning in class and picking up as we went along. Well, during break one year, brother and I, we got together. And since we were always taught that it was so wrong to sign, we would always get really close with each other and have a small signing space and search around, make sure our dad wasn't around. But as the conversation kept going on, we got a little more loose and a little more lively. And then our father entered the room. He saw my brother and I signing. He had no idea that what we were doing until he entered the room. My brother and I had no idea that our dad came into the room. We were just going and going and going, and then our dad kept looking at us back and forth. And then suddenly I saw him. And we stopped our conversation immediately. And all my father did was look at us, turn around, and left the room. My brother and I were so astonished we didn't know what to say. Later on, after we went back to Gallaudet, the next break, which was Christmas, we decided to go home, and we were talking with our family, our parents, and my dad fingerspelled hi. My jaw dropped when I saw him do that. And I was asking him, why did you just fingerspell? Why did you do that? I mean, all this time you never supported signing. Why do you do it now? My dad finally was admitting to me that, yes, I was wrong. Remember how when you and your brother were both sitting in the den and chatting back and forth with one another, and I came in, and do you remember any of that? I'm like, of course, yes, I do. When I was looking at you, it was the first time that I really saw how well the communication was between you two. And that's how you guys have learned sign language. You guys are truly wonderful, and it's not uncivilized, it's wonderful, and I'm so sorry to have stopped you from that.